Hey, what's up? What's up, guys on YouTube? You said, how do you make money? Do you have a day job or have money saved up or what? So what I had was I had my own business. I had my own business, and then um once I got my own business going, that was really just more for sustaining my own life. But then I was able to get monetized on TikTok, for example. And then when I started to get monetized on TikTok, I got of course paid for my video views and such. I then at that point was able to be like, okay, well now I can actually start putting this money into the machine and start building my next machine again, right? And then after that point, um now I'm able to work on the machine full time. You said big fan of your Doofenshmirtz accent. It's awesome. Thank you, thank you. I don't have accent. That's the thing. You guys have to remember, I don't have accent. What's up? What's up, guys on TikTok? So we're going to be doing a Q&A. Let's get started on Instagram here. How long does it take to break down plastic into fuel? It starts as soon as you turn the machine on, but for a whole batch of plastic in my Mark IV, it took 5 hours for a whole batch. But in terms of like when does it start? As soon as you turn the microwaves on, it starts. All right, we're gonna get this Q&A going on the Instagram here. That's how we do it. All right, guys. You know what we do? We got this started. I'm gonna open up the Discord as well for all of you that are on the Facebook, or maybe the memory. Can you not see the sticker? Because I see the sticker on my end. I see the sticker on my end. What's up? What's up, guys on Instagram? All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Danny, you can't see it? And how come I can see it on my end? That's messed up, isn't it? All right, guys, let's get started here. Is there a way? Is there waste of plastic? It's all broken down. All the plastic is broken down. The machine has no waste. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, I can't see it. I on my end memory, it says it's there. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we live. Yep. Discord is in my bio, everybody. So we'll be on there as well. You said all the way from Toronto saying great stuff. Thank you. Hope you don't mind. I sampled your voice in a video. Oh, no, I don't mind at all. It's pretty cool, man. All right, let's get this thing. I don't know why it's not letting somebody in on the Instagram here. So I look like Lenny Kravitz. I'm not sure who Lenny Kravitz is. Is it still not there, memory? Let's see. Okay, I don't know what's going on YouTube, on the Instagram. It's literally not letting anybody in. That's weird. Here we go. What's up?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, I'm good. What about you?
I'm blessed. I'm actually really glad that you accepted it. I just wanted to ask you what made you think of converting plastics back into renewable, like making it a renewable resource?
Well, it kind of like actually figuring out that was possible just kind of came upon me by accident. Just by, you know, just trying to find different ways of like dealing with plastic, right? But so I mean, I was just looking all over the internet for different ways to recycle plastic because I wanted to figure out how I could recycle my own plastic at the house, because I knew that if I was just throwing it, you know, in the recycle bin, it probably was just going to end up in the ocean. So you know, ultimately just doing a ton of Google searches, I just found the process of pyrolysis turning plastic waste into fuel. And then at that point, you know, once you figure out that's possible, you're like, whoa, you could do that? It's eureka. You go down the rabbit hole and then you get here.
I saw someone in your comments say it's fake, but I told them that like it's not that complicated, like, because the way that we get plastic in the first place is kind of how you extract it, right? You just pressure time and it will extract those oils and the carbon is just it has no more oil in it, and it has right.
Yeah, and look, here's the truth, right? Because, you know, of course, people can fake things on the internet, so I understand that. But the good thing about what I do is that since it is absolute science, you can just go on Google yourself and search plastic to fuel scientific research papers, and you will see thousands of research papers. You will see.
Are you gonna make a GitHub?
I actually already have one. It's undeveloped right now. We have to get things popping in there, but I already have a GitHub actually.
Oh, nice. I would like to actually check that out. Make what was that, Mark 3, 3.5?
Mark 4.5.
Is that the big one though, right?
Mark 4.5 is the big one.
I want to make the small one.
Mark 4.
Yeah, Mark 4. Yeah.
But there's also an even smaller one that's even easier to build called Mark 2.
Okay.
And you have to go on my YouTube channel to see that one. It's my first ever video.
Okay, I'll look that up.
Yep, so we have quite a few designs. All the designs that you see on mine are open source. So, you know, go have at it. Have your fun. But thank you for your question.
Monetize this, though?
How am I gonna monetize it? I think that my best bet is gonna be monetizing it through, you know, kind of almost becoming like an influencer, because ultimately, you know, this type of technology needs to be out there. It needs to be public. The fact that plastics are made of crude oil, but most people don't know it, it's just like a crime. So no matter how you put it, I'm gonna go down the route of, you know, continuing to make viral videos showing it. So it's like, well, there are people who make videos doing the stupidest stuff and you get paid millions. Surely I can just get paid enough to build my next machine, right? So I think that's the best
Right.
route to go about it. Because think about it, right? If you go down that route, you don't even need to give half of your company to investors if you can just monetize your own attention you get.
Interesting.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Yep. You said so creating your fuel is not illegal. I'm sure it is illegal. I'm sure I'm not supposed to do it, but I do it anyway because I believe the world deserves this technology. That's my motivation. I've had explosions and fires and all types of things as well. Hello?
Oh, hey.
Hey, are you driving?
I was about to go get some dinner for the weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, if you are driving, please stay safe.
Oh yeah, I am. Of course. That's why I have others here to assist me.
Hey, guys. What's your question?
How challenging has it been getting to where you're at now?
Well, it's definitely been very difficult because, I have shown a lot online, but there was a lot, especially in the beginning when I was first starting, that was just never seen by the internet. And those were probably the hardest times because, of course, nowadays, it's cool because even as I'm building the machine, there's a ton of support and everybody is like, great job. But when I was first building my first few machines and I was not online or the internet, when they would get tough then, I was the only person that really could motivate myself. And, I was kind of pioneering in this field of building these machines at home. So there was no guide online. Like I was coming up with the guide myself. I was building it as I was going. So it definitely was not just something that just was put together overnight. I've been at this for almost 4 years now.
Okay. Is there any licensing and permits that are required for you to get through just to do your stuff at home?
Well, yeah, if I wanted to do it actually legally, I for sure would need permits and things. I personally, I just been doing it at home on kind of a more DIY level, not a commercial or industrial level. I'm not selling any of my fuels, but if I wanted to sell anything or, try to make this more business, I definitely would need to have some type of legalities in place.
What is one thing that you would need to help you out as you're going? Like, I know there's steps that you're getting through. Like, there's open doors that you have to get through to where you're building your own machine, right? Okay, but what is it that you need most right now that would come a long way to help you?
The number one thing that would help the most right now is definitely any type of funding of any type, even donations and such. And the reason why is because when it comes to the design of the machine and such, I already have a patent on my industrial design, right? I already have the design of that, the blueprints, you could say. It literally is just a matter of, I don't want to give up so much of my company to get the money to get there. I want to do it a different route because I believe that all of Earth deserves this technology. And if I just end up, diluting the ownership so much so early, then, it could be steered in the wrong direction long term.
Okay. I see a lot of, for me personally, I see a lot of potential in you, I have to say. So
Thank you.
For your age, I'm sorry, what's your age if you don't mind?
I'm 20.
You're 20. Oh, you're in the age of my children, pretty much. One of my children. So you and your brain, I would say you're coming a long way. So I gotta give it to you.
Thank you.
As in support and fundings, well, hopefully I will support you in your fundings as well if I can come, in any way I can.
Well, I appreciate that so much. It means so much to me in the project. You stay safe, and you have a safe drive to wherever you're heading.
Dinner, of course.
Yes, for dinner. For dinner. It was good seeing your kids as well. You guys stay safe.
Thank you.
Yes, you as well. Let me catch up on some of these comments here. Facebook. Okay. Facebook, let's see. Okay, so Brogan Whittaker says scam. Brogan Whittaker, just go on Google and search plastic in the fuel. Alex said, how much for the diagram of the microwave thing you did? I'm writing a book that's gonna have blueprints. It'll just be like $24.99. Oh, he's okay. Make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, there we go. You ain't scared the man gonna come and get you? No, I'm not scared of a man. You said the non-believers can think it's fake. The world is also host to people who think the earth is flat. I mean, here's the truth, right? Because there's some things that might be belief, but this is like actual science, like genuine actual. So this is like the equivalent of like cooking, right? Like this is the equivalent of saying if you put something on the stove, it's gonna sear. Like this is just complete science. Like it's not even a matter of belief. So you know, like I always tell people, just go on Google, look it up. No, don't say that, guys. She was driving fine. Okay, Lord have mercy. Be positive. Oh my goodness, don't say all that. You're in the U.S., but you're trying to get it done in Belize. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, I saw that thing you making.
Yeah?
The machine is pretty cool.
Thank you, man. Thank you. What's your question?
How much plastic does it actually take to make how much amount of oil?
20 pounds of plastic to 1 gallon.
So how much is like a kilometer in a car?
Well, every car is different. It depends on the miles per gallon or kilometers per liter.
True.
Is that your question? Yeah, but look, with that number I gave you, 20 pounds to a gallon, you can convert that to kg and liters, and you could do all the rest of the math yourself. Put in a specific car model that has whatever the mileage is, and then you could do the math yourself. I haven't done that type of math, that specific type of math, but you know, with those numbers, you can pretty much do what you need to do.
And how much would it cost to make each machine?
Each machine, right now, the machine I'm currently building is going to be about 20,000.
Oh wow! Yeah. So do you know how long it would take before it's like it goes into profit?
You're talking like an industrial level?
Yeah.
Because I'm building these current machines in my backyard. So right now I'm building my last machine before we go industrial, right? So ultimately, I believe that we'll be industrial, at least starting industrial before the end of this year. That's the goal of 2024. You know,
wow.
because you know, when you talk about profit, you know, that changes things. We're talking profit money versus profit energy, because if we're talking profit money, you have a lot of business expenses, a lot of overhead, and you have to make all of that profitable too. So the only way we would know when this is profitable on the business side of things is when we make it industrial.
True. So you think it's more like profitable energy-wise?
Well, the machines I've already built in my backyard have already been energetically profitable, right? But converting energetic profit to monetary profit are two different things, because, you know, on one side, okay, my machine is producing a higher energy output than the energy input, but then when you're running it industrially, you need to now take energy to run the warehouse, to run the trucks, to run whatever, right? So, you know, we have to see how much more energy the machine will extract from the plastic than the energy it takes in on an industrial level, and hopefully we can offset the cost of everything through the fuel that it produces, right? And then, if anything, make a profit on top of that by selling, you know, the fuels or the biochar product, for example.
So the plan is like to sell, not to sell the machines, but to sell the actual oil? Like,
well, it's two things, right? Because there's two business models. I can sell my machines, and I plan to. And I can also sell the products I make and have my own big plant. I'm going to do both, personally.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, right? If I make one big plant, I'm in the United States, Georgia, right? I can deal with all plastic waste in Georgia. There's still plastic waste in every other state of the U.S., in every other country, in every other city and province. We want to deal with plastic waste as a whole. So I want to be able to give these machines to countries all over the world. So that way, we can deal with plastic all over the world. That's the goal.
Yeah. So would the plan be like, the long-term goal would be one company that sells both the machines and also the oil? Would you plan to offer a service as well that like picks up the plastic to use for the machines?
Well, those already exist because they're already the trash collection trucks. I want to partner and integrate with already existing businesses, and that's very important because if you try to replace these businesses, they're going to crush you. So integrate with them, you know? Don't be like, we're going to replace recycling or waste management. No, be like, you know what? We're going to allow waste management to we're going to use their already existing truck fleets, and they just bring their plastic to us, and then we handle it. But they, you know, we're not stepping on their toes. We're not trying to compete with them, push our own trucks out. They use what they already have, and boom.
And how does the actual machine work? Is it just like heating the... I know you said it uses like microwaves, but how does it...
Yes.
It's like patented?
So this technology of turning plastic into fuel it's been around since the beginning of Earth, right? That's how Earth makes crude oil to begin with, right?
Yeah.
The idea of using microwaves to turn plastic into fuel has been around since like the 1900s. Already been patented. I have a patent on a specific design, a unique design, on how to do it with microwaves, right? But despite that unique design is something that hasn't been seen. I have many designs I show online that are completely open source. Anybody could build them. Anybody could sell them. A few designs, actually. But how does it work, right? Well, you take a chamber, a vessel, a tube that's airtight, sealed. Put plastic in there. Since it's sealed and there's no air, plastic cannot burn because for something to burn, it needs air and oxygen, right? So since it cannot burn, it does not catch on fire, it does not create smoke. It actually, once the microwaves turn on, the heat hits it, it literally just starts to break apart the molecules. And it returns the plastic to crude oil because that's what plastic is made of, right?
Oh, yeah. So it like breaks down the hydrocarbons.
Exactly. There you go. Breaks down the hydrocarbons.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're
really
doing.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
How long do you think it will be before this is like... You said by the end of the year it will be industrial, but like, do you think we'll start to see the effects of this in the near future?
Yeah, it's got to be less than 5 years. We just don't have the time. As humanity, we just don't have the time. Because I'm telling you right now, the plastics have already gone too far. You know, The plastic waste problem is literally, I mean, they're finding plastics, microplastics in our organs and fetuses. It's too late now. Like, we have to get going now. It's already too late. So we don't got time to wait, you know? So I tell people my ambitions are within 5 years from now, almost 2030, right? We're going to have this everywhere. Right? We need to have it all over. And that's just period.
Yeah.
So, man, thank you for your questions. Great questions there. And I'm glad that you are part of the channel.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the support. Much love to you.
You as well.
All right. Let us get to the next person here. I'm going to restart the TikTok live. I think they shadow banned the whole live stream because there's 35 people in there. TikTok always got me messed up, guys. Sometimes TikTok is amazing. They push me out to millions of people, tens of millions of views. But sometimes, guys, they just like, woo! They shadow ban me hard on there. We know why. We know they don't want education in the world. We know they don't want social media is giving you education. They want social media is giving you social media brain. But we're doing this. Okay. Let's see. What are you guys saying on Facebook? How do you derive the source from a constituent? Through pyrolysis. What's up?
Yo.
What's up?
Yo, what's up, man? Let me in. So I got a question for the plastics you were talking about. I remember your other live stream you were talking about you collect the plastic tops from water bottles. specific types. My thing is, are you keeping track of the plastics you're actually collecting? Like, actually writing the brand you saw, like you found on the floor and stuff like that? Because I know we both live in different states. I live in NYC, and I don't remember where you live at exactly. But from where I'm at, right, where I'm at is tons and tons of plastic. Bottle caps, gasoline bottles, and other things like that. My thing is, which plastics have you found the most success in when creating your product?
My favorite plastics are water bottle caps, LDPE, the bags, HDPE, the plastic milk cartons or detergent bottles. Those are my favorite types. And then my favorite types because they give you the highest oil yields, for one. And they also give pretty good quality oil. Now, we distill the oil anyway to separate out the stuff, but when I say the highest quality oil, I mean like it doesn't come out dark. It might actually come out golden right away from the beginning.
Oh, okay. So is there actually a color that you're looking for when this happens, or it just depends what you get?
We always prefer the oil to be golden or brown when it comes out, but when it comes right out of the machine, it's mixed with so many things like water and so many microcarbon deposits that the chances of it actually being nice and clean are next to nothing. That's why we distill it anyway. And even if it did come out completely pure and clean, it's still a mix of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel that needs to be separated before it can go into most engines.
And you take this to distilleries, right? And they said right there for you?
Well, I would just distill it myself at home, but you can take it to distilleries, and that's going to be a part of the business model to sell these oils to refineries because they already have the most efficient ways of refining fuels.
All right. Well, I just had like those two questions because I had to cut the screen what you was doing yesterday early because I had to go do a few things.
For sure, man.
I'm just saying the book, and I just want to say everybody who's like talking crap about you online, so please stop saying stupid stuff like that because nobody wants to hear that. That's one. But keep it up, man. I'm looking for you for your stuff. I'm really looking for that book. I'm waiting for that book, man. All right?
For sure, man. Book's coming out soon. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Much respect. Twitch, let's see what the Twitch said. You said you think you can just end up replacing power plants and power grids in the future? We're not going to replace anything, okay? Trust me. We're going to stay alive here. We're not here to replace things. Instead of replacing power plants, we can just give the natural gas we create to power plants. So what I'm trying to say is we can incorporate and integrate with everything that already exists, right? Power plants already exist. We can just run them off of this natural gas. Refineries already exist. We can just put our fuels in the refineries to get out our fuels, right? Recycling companies already exist. We can just integrate with them. They collect the plastic, bring it to us. You see what I'm saying? We don't have to replace anybody, okay? We don't have to fight anybody. We're not here for that. We are here to integrate this technology into the world because just like how you have a trash can and your trash goes to the landfill, that's just a part of the world. We're going to make pyrolysis just a part of the world. That's the goal. So that way, plastic is not ending up in the ocean anymore. What's up, Mayu, on Twitch? Let me let Giovanni on the Discord here. Oh, one second. I got to turn my speaker on. Power on. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. What about you?
I'm better. I don't know if you saw my comment earlier, but I burnt a hole through the propane tank I was welding on the machine.
Oh, you had your heat up too high?
Yeah. I forgot to check it when I turned it on because like it's supposed to adjust at this last second, but it didn't. So, but I did get a new one, so I'm better.
Okay, so you got a whole new propane tank? I mean, like, why didn't you just fill in the hole with welds?
See, I tried, and then I just ended up breaking a bigger hole, so, like...
But did you turn your heat down, though, when you were trying to fill in the hole?
Yeah, I did. I did turn it down. I don't think it was quite enough, though. Even though it was, like, down to its, like, lowest.
Yeah, I'm not sure what your welding machine is, but yeah, usually when you want to fill in those. But the thing is, that's interesting, is propane tanks are pretty thick metal, so you must have that thing up high to blow through a propane tank.
I don't know. I think it's like, if I'm not wrong, it goes up over, like, far over 100. So when it hit it, almost blinded me, and the massive hole just burnt right through it. And then I popped a breaker too.
Hey guys, for context, Giovanni here, the guy on the call, he is building his own microwave pyrolysis reactor. As we speak every day, he comes on here on the calls to ask questions, get some advice. So, of course, much respect to him, of course, always, man. And stay safe out there when you're working on that. But I'm glad to hear you got another one. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I had a question. In your videos, you show yourself lighting the gas as it comes out your machine as it's running. And so I was thinking, when your condenser is hooked up there, do you just like stop running water through it so the gases just come out?
The gases will come out on their own because there's some gases that would never condense. And that becomes our natural gas product. You can have all the condensers in the world, and there will still be some gases that will stay a permanent vapor.
So at the same time as you're burning it, also like droplets are coming out, but like they will burn, but like,
no, there's no droplets because the condenser comes first. The condenser comes first, and then the oil collection tank. And then after the condenser and the oil collection tank, the rest of the vapors are routed through filters and such, so that way the natural gas comes out clean. And then when you see me burning it in my videos, that's after it's gone through all the condensers, the oil collector, and the filters. So there's no more oil in that. There shouldn't be any oil in that vapor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your great questions, Aaron. And once again, man, stay safe and yeah, keep me posted with the updates. Much respect to you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's let in the next person here. Thank you guys all for your donations. I appreciate you guys so much. Your contributions go towards Mark 4.5. Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
Bro, I started following you maybe 3 weeks ago. I didn't think someone was gonna do it. You know, it's pretty cool that you actually took the initiative and you took the skill and the knowledge of welding and used it to do something that's awesome. It's really awesome. The possibilities that you've created are astonishing. But yeah, I'm a welder and a pipe fitter by trade, and I'm in the union. And you know, I was working on Samsung. I've worked on you know, oil plants, refineries, refrac. You know, if it's steel pipe or stainless steel pipe, I've worked on it. But yeah, dude, if you need a fab shop or business, like, because right now I'm in Las Vegas, but if you need, like, I'm trying to think of something that how I could help you, because I'm not sure how much support you got or what you're trying to do with it, you know.
You know, in terms of support, I've been building it pretty much by hand, by myself this whole time. But I am all the way in Georgia though, so we're quite a ways away.
Right. Well, I mean, it's nothing that a semi or, you know, you put your product in the back of a pickup. We can drive it back and forth. It depends on how much you're trying to grow, like what you're trying to do. I mean, access to fab shops here. I think I have access to fab shops in Texas. I know that I got some good buddies out in Texas.
Okay. Yeah.
With some shops.
Yeah, man, that actually be pretty good, because right now I'm in a position where I have to make some auger blades by hand. And you know, if I had just had some access to the CNC machine, it would sure make it a lot easier.
Yeah, like those kind of tools and stuff. I have access to pretty much all of those.
What's up, Antonio?
You know, we should link up. You should I'll send you a
you gotta send me an email.
Yeah. I'll send you a DM and we'll just go from there.
All right, sounds good, man. Hey,
Uh-huh.
I appreciate you. Peace. All right. Next. Oh, somebody said they had a good question that wanted to come in. I forgot his name though. Shoot. Josama bin Laden. Who is this? Empty, you're not requesting to come up, Empty. You need to request to come in, Empty. You said don't trust him. Don't let in Osama bin Laden. You said you did. Let me just manually invite you. Can I do that? Go live. Here we go. I'll manually invite you up here. What's up? What's up?
What's up, my guy?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm amazing. What's your question? What's up, man?
So, you're in America, right?
Yeah.
We think you should do your projects somewhere else, not in America.
Yeah, why is that?
You should travel to like a second world country or a third world country and just stay there. It's more cheap. You can do your projects for cheaper.
That's
Stuff
true.
like that, you know?
That's true. That's true. But right now, since I already am in America, at least with where I am right now, it would be cheaper for me to just stay here. But when it comes to building it bigger, like my first big machine, it actually could potentially be worth it money-wise
Yeah.
to go to a cheaper country for sure. And of course, they already have a ton of plastic waste as well.
Yeah, exactly. You can collect plastic, like lots of plastic everywhere,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I've had a few connections.
Sorry, man. I just got another question. I wanted to know what your message for why you started this. You know, like we're 15 and finishing school soon, so we just want to know like what made you start this. Is it like a passion to revive the world, or is it for global warming? Is it like
Well, the ultimate passion for me that came from this, and also, I love to have you guys in here, especially being young like you are, because ultimately, it's us. We hold the power to change this world. What inspired me was just, I love nature, right? Like, nature's beautiful. I go out, I walk in the forest, I garden, all this stuff, and I developed a respect for nature. And think about it like this, right? We call it Mother Nature. It's like a mother. She takes care of us. Would you go and just throw a ton of trash in your mom's room? Your mom's room, right? If you did that, she would literally like drop her balls in your throat or something like that. Something crazy, just out of punishment, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? So it's a matter of respect. Like, I never believed the whole stuff where they tell us like, oh my goodness, Earth is being destroyed by plastic. She can't handle it. Earth can handle it, right? But it's respect. And when I saw the plastics in the oceans, I saw that as disrespectful. So then when I started to do research on it and like why we aren't recycling because it's not profitable and stuff, and I eventually found out that plastic is made of crude oil, and there's a way to turn it back into that, and crude oil is what run the world, and we go to wars over, it's just like a no-brainer at that point. And I was like, I already knew how to weld. So at that point, I'm like, I'm just going to try something. And that's really my best advice to you guys. You got to be a risk taker, Like, you really don't let something limit you. Like, when it comes to maybe a degree or a certification, I'm doing chemistry, right? That is not even taught in most U.S. schools, and I don't have a chemistry degree. I didn't go to college, right? So you don't have to let anything limit you. You have to just be a risk taker, and then you also just have to be determined, and that's the key, right? You have to really put your mind towards it, because there are so many days when I was first working on this my first year that I was completely alone and isolated away from friends and stuff, because I'm working on this hard every day and every night, right? Because I truly want this to work. So that's how you have to be with anything you do. And I am speaking of a device I created, right? But this could be anything you do, anything you work at. If you apply this formula, it will eventually work. You work super hard at it. You take risks. You believe in yourself. You don't allow any limitations in your own minds, and you're going to make it. You're gonna achieve success in whatever avenue you take if you apply all those things.
I also wanted to ask, like, how did you find the time to? Because you said you started this about 4 years ago, and you're 20 now, which means you started like maybe 16, 17.
It's almost been 4 years, but not quite. I started near the end of 17, right? So, when I first started, I was still in school. I was still in high school when I first started. And I found the time then because I was just in school. I didn't have a job. I just work on it, right? After that, when I graduated, it was harder to find the time because I was working, right? And, but I did, every day after work, I'd work on it. And then after that, it became an issue too, because then on top of that, the machine, you had to buy the parts for the machine and stuff. So then it became an issue of, trying to have living expenses and the machine. But nonetheless, I just kept trying to find, I didn't let limitations happen. I just kept finding ways. If you ask yourself how, you will keep finding ways to figure out how to do it. Sometimes you have to take a little break from it. Sometimes, I took a whole year off. I'm back on Instagram now, but most people don't know this. I literally took a whole year off and everybody was like, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Because I was gone for a year because I was trying to figure out how can I come back at this and do this again, right? Because, your life changes, but your goals remain the same. And you got to just change your angle of attack on how you go towards anything.
All right. Let's go. One more question from me. So right now we're sort of thinking about our future, and obviously gas prices are going up, oil is limited or becoming limited, and I just want to know, like, we're in Thailand, we don't really have stuff like scrap metal yards where we can just pick up stuff, or we don't know where to get specific parts. And I just want to ask you, is there anything that you sell that would be attainable by us, or is there anything that, what parts do we need? Yeah, what sort of parts would we need? And maybe it won't be us making it. Maybe we'll probably ask a more professional or someone who's safe with it.
Well, I'll tell you what I will do, right? I'm in the process of writing a book, and my book is going to have at least 2 blueprints in it. It's going to have my first blueprint for a very simple machine that you can build with literally a paint can, no welding experience necessary, right? Very simple machine that operates with regular pyrolysis, traditional. You use a flame to heat it up. Second blueprint will be of a microwave pyrolysis reactor. You will need to weld. You will need to, have certain tools to build it, experience with metal, but the blueprints will be for both of those. I might put a third blueprint in there of my my Mark IV machine, but I'm still contemplating on the safety of that machine because I had an electrical fire with it, right? But nonetheless, the book is going to come out, and that book will be attainable by you. It'll be pretty cheap, right? It's not going to be expensive. And with that book, you will have 2 blueprint designs in there. And, you can start very simple. I recommend you do, because the first one will be super safe, super simple. And then you get a feel for what pyrolysis is. You get a feel in the game. And then you might go on and create your own, design or something that is even better than mine. We're all about that. We're all about encouraging competition and getting this even better. So, the book will be out pretty soon. Give it a month or 2 from now. And that'll be what's up.
All right, man.
Hey, man, great questions. And you guys stay blessed and stay motivated always. Peace.
You too.
And much love to Thailand.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, you see that right there. I'm telling you, this is so much deeper than a device. This is opening up a new realm of consciousness for people. And I say that because, yes, pyrolysis is old technology. We know this. Well, most scientific people know this. But that kind of proves the point of what I say this. Pyrolysis has been around for so long, and yet almost nobody has heard of it except for scientists. Why is that? Because most sciences that are as well-researched as pyrolysis are just common knowledge. Like incineration is just common knowledge. Everybody knows what an incinerator is. Why is pyrolysis, gasification, hydrothermal liquefaction, how you say that? Hydrothermal carbonization. Why are these things not known? Why are these things like kind of almost suppressed knowledge in the world? And yet these other things are. Because when you learn I mean, we already know that everything is energy and made up of energy, but when you learn that things can a way to revert things back to it, you start to see through a lot of these lies we've been told by these people, to say the least. So it starts to open up your mind because it's like, okay, if we could turn plastic into fuel, then there's what, you know what I'm saying? That same mindset and stereotype of turning something bad into something good, it opens up your mind to something, and you start to go really deep. You start to go beyond just the flesh, or say it like that. So this is ultimately a way more than a machine, because that's why I prioritize education. That's why I'm literally over here on the Q&A, just talking to people, answering questions, because I could literally just be live streaming me build the machine and that's it. But I prioritize education so we know what's up. What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up? What's your question?
So, I study chemical engineering, so this is kind of my line of study, so
Great.
to speak. So yeah, I have some questions about like the fractions that come off your pyrolysis reactor.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever, like, do you know what kind of like boiling points you get when you distill these fractions? Like, what are the heavier ones and what are the lighter ones?
Okay, so that's a great question. And to break it down for everybody in here, when we get our raw oil, right, and I say that we have to distill it to separate gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, boiling point means the temperature we apply to that, the oil, to get out certain gasoline, diesel, jet fuel. So when I was distilling my fuels, right, thank you for the donation, games and drinks on TikTok. When I was distilling my fuels, I actually used the same temperatures that are used as practice in the petrochemical industry for gasoline, diesel, jet fuel when we use still crude oil. I used the exact same temperatures, and it worked the exact same way. So like low around 100 C or 200 Fahrenheit, we got gasoline. We're a little bit higher, around 150, 170 Fahrenheit, we got out kerosene. Went to like 250 Fahrenheit, got out the diesel.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. So I was wondering, like, because I mean, depending on what kind of plastic you put in there, I know you said like you prefer like LDPE or HDPE, those kinds of plastics. So polyethylenes. It seems like you're breaking down to a lot of there's probably some ethylene that does come off, but it seems like it's all being converted down to like hexane, pentane, heptane, stuff like that. So yeah, gasoline, which is awesome.
And you know what's interesting, right? Because I would think that most of the plastic, especially under microwave degradation, would crack into really short hydrocarbons, and we get mostly gasoline. But so believe it or not, I actually get more diesel than anything else.
That's interesting.
You know, it's good because diesel costs more than gasoline per gallon, and it's more energy dense. But it's just interesting because I would think we get mostly gasoline.
Sure. Yeah, it's a super awesome kind of science like that you're working on right now, because I mean we're doing the opposite. We're making these fuels out of crude oil. So if we can take crude oil from pyrolysis, waste, to put that into plants like you were saying you would want to do eventually, that opens up a whole new economic opportunity for us as engineers, which is super awesome. I love it.
Yeah, man. I mean, what type of work do you do in the chemical engineer field?
So right now I'm still trying to finish up. I'm a senior in university.
Excellent.
So right now I'm probably going to go into semiconductor manufacturing. But yeah, I live in South Louisiana, so it's all like just oil and gas and stuff like that. So I'm very familiarized with what's going on.
And let me ask you, this is a great question here from me to you. Being a student of chemical engineering, in your chemistry classes, did you guys learn about pyrolysis?
Not exactly. I mean, the idea of breaking down compounds, I mean, like you said, that is known pretty widely. We like to call it, what do we call it? Pyrolytic degradation. Right. But pyrolysis rolls off the tongue a lot easier. But no, not explicitly. Not explicitly.
So for example, you guys did not learn that, for example, plastic could be put into a pyrolysis process and then extracted?
Not in base level chemistry classes, like 2000 level class, but when I get into my higher level engineering classes, yeah, we do go over that.
Okay. Hey. Well, thank you, man, and much power to you.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
You may not have access to this kind of machine, but Probably further down the line, I would love to see you run some like NMR or IR spectroscopy on your fractions.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see exactly what we have going on.
Oh yeah, that's absolute. You know, of course, I've been doing this in my backyard. Definitely have not had the access to those sophisticated tools, but once I do, I'm all about that because you know I've been doing this kind of like some type of Mad Max back in my backyard stuff. But ultimately, I'm an avid believer of the scientific method, and you know that's why sometimes people are like, why haven't you made a research paper yet? And I say because doing this in my backyard, I have too many variables. I'm using scrapyard parts. That's not science. That's just, you know, anecdotal evidence. And I really believe in the scientific method. I want to make a machine that you can read, you make it yourself, and we get the same results. Because that's what science is all about.
One more thought. You probably, I mean, you do stick with HDPE and all the common plastics, but I mean, if you do get up there and get some weird exotic stuff like Teflon and stuff like that, hey, just be careful. You know,
yeah, the halogens
stuff. You don't want to be messing with that, especially in your backyard. But maybe one day we can find a way to convert it back down to its constituents.
Yeah, and you know, for example, like PVC, which is halogenated with chlorine, right? That if you put that in a pyrolysis reactor, you'll have problems. But you can also put things in there like calcium oxide to potentially neutralize the chlorine, right? And form a calcium chlorate, right? Things like that. So, you know, for every problem there's a solution because some people, they like read some basic papers on pyrolysis and see like the issues and they're like, this is why it hasn't been done. This is why it can never be done. And I always say it like this. The whole point of science is that we're always finding new ways to do things, right? And even though up to this point, maybe we haven't found a way to do it, there's still always room for growth. That's literally what science is. Disproving one thing to find a new way to do something better. That's what we're all about. All right.
Keep doing what you're doing. It's awesome.
For sure, man. And much love to you as well. You stay blessed. All right, I'll let you in, Zap. I seen you've been trying to come in for a second here on the Instagram went out. You know what they do to me, guys. They're letting like 6 people. You said all he knows is memory regurgitation. Well, I mean, here's the truth, right? Of course, when you have been out in the world and you have literally built and done the chemistry, you're going to have a deeper understanding than somebody that has, read books or taken tests on it. That's true. But at the same time, he would have a deeper understanding of, what it means. So I can tell you, we're breaking down the plastic into gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, but he'll be able to tell me, oh, but that means there's this many hexanes, pentanes, whatever. So you need both. You need the books and you need the actual in-the-flesh things, right? So that's obviously why college would have benefited me. I just worked on this instead of going. But you can also research this on your computer, too. That's how I even know what hexanes and pentanes are, because I read research papers, right? But, you incorporate both. That's why I'm definitely going to have chemical engineers on my team. When we built Mark V. I gotta restart the Instagram live, but I'll let you guys in. Just request again, Zay Guapo, when I restart the live here. What's up, Robbie, on Facebook? What's your favorite form of physical exercise? Push-ups. I love push-ups. And pull-ups. Those 2 things right there. Push-ups and pull-ups. Always. I saw your pyrolysis reactor. How can we recycle a ton of plastic? And can it produce on a large scale? You just gotta have a big enough machine to process that much. I built a small machine at home, 20 pounds per batch. Make a continuous machine that's big. You can do a ton a day for sure. In fact, my goal for my biggest machine, I want my biggest machine ever to be something crazy like 50 to 100 tons of plastic a day. All right, Zay Guapo, I'll let you in. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up, Jordan? What's up, Adelson? I'm here to support. Thank you, Tyree Malik.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
Man, I just wanted to say, man, I love everything that you're doing. You're one of the great thinkers of this world, and I love how innovative you are with your technology that you've been creating.
Thank you so much, man.
So look, I have a crazy business idea that I think that you would love. So to give you the rough details of it, it's as simple as clearing the landfills out in America, using the waste towards fuel, and then setting up gas stations throughout America. It involves opening up jobs, warehouse pools for the recycling centers and for the sanitization of the product before it gets recycled. And I would love to have you involved with it.
Okay, well, I don't speak business on live streams, but you send me an email and then we can definitely discuss more on that side of things for sure.
Yes, sir, I will do.
All right, man. I appreciate your support. Stay blessed.
Hey, man, and look, I understand that you're working in your backyard, but I myself, I invest, and I would love to invest into anything that you need. So, man, if you have any needs for anything, man, you just hit me. You know, once we exchange contact information, man, you just contact me, and I'll be sure to send you whatever you need, man.
Okay. Yeah, man, that sounds good. Thank you very much. We will be in touch.
Yes, sir.
Stay
Keep doing
blessed.
great work, man.
Absolutely.
You're doing great work. You're doing a great thing for the world. I swear, man. I don't even think that you know your potential yet, but you're doing a very great thing for the world. And just keep it up, man. Just please keep it up.
Oh yeah, always, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You said day 2 of asking what is the green plate behind you? Well, you're gonna have to ask for 369 days, baby, because it's a calendar. Thank you, Pete. He said you're gonna change things. I appreciate you for your belief in me and this project. Have you had issues with the greedy government messing with you on your amazing journey? Not yet. I love what you're doing. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your support, Pete. I'm trying to let in the next person here. Trying to let in Delia, but it's not letting you in, Delia. Thank you, Kiana NYC. Kiana. Yeah, it is not letting you in, Delia, so I am going to go on to Gavin. Said the oil companies are going to stop me. They can try. And now I'm just playing. We're going to go, we have a different approach how we're going to do things. Of course, we're not going to, we're not here to create enemies, guys. Can you rejoin? Wait, I can see. Wait, 1 second. Don't rejoin yet. Let me see. Try to join now. Are you self-taught or did you go to school? I'm self-taught. Google. Google University. You said I want to hear you play bass. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to play bass again. Did it let you in, Delia? I'm not sure, cause that's weird. Yeah, I'm telling it to go live manually, but I still don't think it's working. Unfortunately there. Okay, you requested. Okay, let me see. When you use your homemade diesel, is it the same fumes coming out of the tailpipe as regular diesel? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Instagram, because you know what? I was trying to land somebody else as well. I didn't let them in. So when it comes to the emissions of the diesel from here and regular diesel, it depends on the process that it's put through. So like regular diesel is, it has diesel exhaust fluid in modern engines now. They might put it through certain processes when they're making it to desulfurize it and such. Depends on what you use with the plastic diesel if you want the emissions to be good. But I'll say it like this, right? We read research papers, and the plastic diesel has no sulfur emissions. It actually has lower CO2 emissions and lower smoke created. So in that sense of the word, there'll be lower emissions. Yeah, I don't know, Delia. I'll try to let you in, but it's still not working. And in fact, it's not even letting anybody in. I don't know what Instagram's doing, unfortunately. Be playing around. Hello?
What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
Yo, making quesadillas. You want some?
Yeah, man.
Yes, thanks. Bro, what inspired you to do this?
Man, what inspired me to, go on this journey of plastic into fuel was literally just, being a doer, seeing a problem and seeing that we're not, people weren't, like they've been telling us this, right? They've been saying for so long, plastic in the ocean, just getting in the turtles' noses, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, but who's doing something about it, right? Like, it seems like nobody was. I'm like, I'm going to do something.
Yo, you believe in that like killing theory of like people who have discovered this before?
People have discovered this before. This is a new technology. It just hasn't been pushed out to the public like it needs to be.
And what are you doing to prevent that happening to you?
By doing what I'm doing now, by making it open source, by releasing blueprints, by going live every day, answering questions on how it works, how it's made, by having a big social media following.
Because I've seen people like in your comments, bro, and they're like, "Yo, get bodyguards, like protect yourself before it's too late." Like, what do you think about that?
I think a lot of it is just memes and people not actually thinking logically. Because let's be honest, right? Let's say the actual CIA and FBI wanted me. What are you gonna do about it? They're international. They're everywhere. They'll hire. Like, they're gonna get you if they want you, right? There's nothing you can actually do. And people literally tell me to turn my location off on my phone. I'm like, you do know even if the phone's completely turned off, the battery is pulled out, it still tracks your location because of the gyroscopic thing in there. Like, if they want you, they got you. They already have everything. They got your phones, have mics on them, cameras always on, infrared sensors, location trackers everywhere. I mean, if they want you, they got you. The best thing you could do is not live in fear and just do what you want to do until they get you,
Yeah. Yo, you seem smart. I heard that you were self-taught. Yo, what do you think about this? I've heard that there's a theory that there's enough energy in the atmosphere to charge phones without them even being plugged in.
Yeah, that's the truth. It's true. The atmosphere is full of energy that needs to be converted to electricity with the right receiver. And if you have the right receiver, Nikola Tesla was working on that type of thing.
Oh.
And look up a guy called Maxwell Chicambusto. He did it too. He did it, in this modern day. He ran a TV off of nothing, you could say. But it's not nothing. It's actually just the energy that exists in the atmosphere. It's complete science.
That's insane to me, bro. How many, things are just undiscovered because people don't want them.
And it's not even undiscovered, it's suppressed. Look, we've been talking about this on live stream. This process of turning things into fuel is old. It's as old as the Earth herself, and yet most people don't know about it. It's suppressed. It's shadowed.
What do you think's the most significant theory that's been suppressed, or discovery that's been suppressed? I know you might have some towards gas because you work on that, but let's say this unbiased point, you're looking at this from a third perspective. What's the most important thing that's still suppressed?
This is gonna sound super biased, but I think it's this technology, and let me tell you why. Okay, you can have free energy for everybody. That's cool. You could have water-powered cars. That's cool. You could have energy from the air. You could have infinite hydrogen fuel cell engines. But what does any of that matter if you can't even handle your own trash and you're destroying your own environments, your own oceans, your own fish, your own babies and fetuses with microplastics? If you don't have a way to deal with your own waste, because waste is going to end up destroying us. You've seen WALL-E. It doesn't matter. WALL-E, they had all the technology. They had AI, EVA, all types of crap. And the waste still destroyed the Earth. They had to run off of the planet. So we need to learn how to deal with our own waste. And the idea that the technology to deal with our waste has literally been suppressed, I think that is just... Because think about Egypt, Atlantis, any scientific civilization you ever hear of, or any great civilization, you never hear about them having mounds of trash, polluting all their rivers and oceans with tons of trash because they had waste. They knew how to deal with their waste because waste is energy. So you can have all the energy you want, but if you don't close that loop and make a circular economy, you are literally polluting yourself and wasting a ton of energy.
Yeah, that's true. Damn, good shit, bro. Hey, I'm proud of you, man. I've seen you like long ass time ago, dude. Keep it up, man. If you want to get I'll make you one.
Yeah, man, make me a quesadilla for sure.
I got you, buddy. Take care, man.
All right, man. Much appreciated. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. You said I've said world waste more than a child says milk. Dude, because think about how many things are wasted in our world. It's an obscene amount of, like, everything is just thrown away, thrown in the ocean. And think about how much energy it takes to make things just for us to throw them away. There's no way society can advance. I don't care what you have. I don't care if you discovered free infinite energy. If you're using all that energy to create things that are just going to pollute your own environment, that's nonsense. That's what you need to deal with, your waste, recover it, circular economy, become more like nature. There is no waste in nature, you know? So honestly, the fact that this technology is suppressed above all else, it's still not letting me let you in, Delia. I don't know what's going on this. But Instagram is weird. You know, they do these weird things. Yeah, the Texas-sized trash, it's bigger than Texas now. Texas was years ago.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up?
Yo, I've been looking at you all the time. You're my favorite one on the internet right now. Straight up from Montreal, Quebec.
Hey, much love, man. Thank you.
Yo, you make me think of Doc Brown and Back to the Future. And when I realized that your name is Doc is Brown.
Oh yeah, right? No coincidence, right? My last name is Brown too.
Yeah, I know. You're a genius just like him. But that's a movie. You're in real life.
For sure, man.
Well, I want to know, like Back in the Future, is using waste to make waste like food, and the second one, he uses food to make his machine works. Now I know we're talking about waste, and it's plastic. That's like one of the most important ways to get rid of the. That's what I'm saying. What you're doing right now, I'll work for you for free, bro. I pay my own ticket to come help you, help you just for free. You know?
Man.
But tell me, can you do something like that with food?
We've put food in my machine before, and it turns food into natural gas. So, food into fuel.
Wow. Yeah, wow. Yo, bro, keep doing what you're doing. And, I don't know what to say else. I didn't even know you was about to pick me up.
Hey, man.
Now, I'm shy, I don't even know what to say, I'm just happy to have a talk with you, to have like one in my lifetime, to have a talk with you and be like, yo, man, keep the good work, make that machine work. It's working, but do what you have to do. And if you need help, any kind of help, I'll pay my own ticket to come and help you.
Man, I love your energy, man. And I appreciate your support so much, man.
Your energy is like, when you doing your stuff, I'm like, yo, bro, is it true? And then I see you every day, you keep going, pushing it to make it better. Yo, keep doing it. Because after this one, there's no reason why big corporation, Elon Musk, all those guys that have real money, they don't go ahead and do that thing and help the world, you know? You the first step, and people that really have it look at you and be like, damn, man, let's do that.
For sure, man.
Let's pick him up and let's make his project work and clean the world, because that's what we need right now.
Exactly.
Too much waste for real. There's too much, and plastic is everywhere. I can put that in your machine.
Exactly, man.
Sometimes I forget that in my freezer, and it gets all moldy and disgusting, and I don't want to wash it.
Right. Just put it in the machine.
I don't think I'm the only one.
Exactly.
We have a machine that I can really throw it away, and it helps us getting more stuff for us.
Exactly. Hey, where'd you say you're from again?
I'm from Montreal, Quebec.
Montreal, Quebec. Hey, man.
Français.
Much love to you, man.
Yo, je te le dis en français, yo, lâche pas qu'est-ce que tu fais. Super bon, man. T'es un génie, man. You're a genius. You're like, welcome down, man. Welcome down.
I appreciate you so much, man, and your support. Seriously.
No problem, man. And I'm camera shy, you know, so.
I'll let you in, Dalia, in a second. Thank you, Jesus Valverde Jr. for the $1 on Cash App. He said for Mark 4.5, good progress. I appreciate you. And listen, man, I love your energy so much. Honestly, you're so heartwarming, man. You have amazing energy. And I appreciate your support. It means so much to me. Because look, man, I tell everybody this, you know, I'm building this machine, yes. But we are building this for the world because I'm just the vessel of your energy, everybody's energy in here, all of our combined effort and belief that we need something better for the earth. I'm just the vessel. So we're building.
Don't be scared. Impossible, they do nothing to you. You too much out there. Yo, stop. You go disappear? I'm mad as fuck. I'm mad.
Never.
I'm mad. Yo, I'm mad. I'm like, yo, you cannot disappear. Mike 10. I can't wait to see Mike 10. This size.
Hey, much love to you, man. Much love to you, man.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, what an absolute man, I love that guy's energy. How much air pollution would this cause? So that's a great question. We did look at some research papers. I have some videos on it. Yeah, Dalia, I just invited you to come in. See if it works now. So in terms of how much air pollution, right? What ends up happening is this. Once you put this through all the refining processes, right? It ends up being the same as the regular fuels, if not better. And it actually ends up being better. And I say that because there are things in plastic that have been purified and taken out that's not in crude oil. Like sulfur, for example. I'm still trying to let you in, Dalia. I don't know what Instagram is doing. This is so weird. Because are you even getting the invite on your end, Dalia? You said your skin is beautiful. Thank you. Are you even getting the invite on your end? Because I'm telling you, like, usually when I, like, manually go to let people in, it lets them in every time. But, I might have to restart the whole live. I don't know. Because you said you're on an alt account, too. Like, Instagram does always act weird. But you have been wanting to come in and ask a question, so I definitely want to make sure. But, just let me know. It's not doing anything. Okay, how about this? Because usually it goes out anyway, so what we'll do, I'll let one more person in, and we'll restart the live for the last time tonight, and hopefully it'll work then, because you have been wanting to come in for a while, and I do want to make sure. You're having problems too, Gavin says. Okay, yeah, we'll restart the live after this last person here, if it even lets him in. Will we start it? Because, you know, it's clearly acting weird. What's up?
Hey, brother, how are you, man?
Hey, I'm amazing. What about you?
Man, I'm great, man. You doing such a great work, man. Because what you're doing is, man, revolutionary. Because we got this trash floating around, and we don't know what to do with it. People passing it around. America want to pass it over here. You know, China pass it back over here. Nobody know what to do with it. But now you have created something that is revolutionary, that makes it now is a valuable piece of property that you can actually use to enhance what's going on. That you can actually, if I won't say give it away for free, you know, because there's a lot of people that, I mean, like right now, I mean, my parents, you know, they're from Nigeria. So when you go to Nigeria, when you try to see the price of oil in Nigeria, I'm talking about it's so crazy how that people can't even afford it.
Exactly.
So we talking about places like that where you're not giving it up for market value, but you're giving it where they can use it to enhance them and create it, you know, wealth just by giving it back to the people of color. You know what I'm saying? Because you, what's in your mind is something that is God given. You know what I'm saying? We always thinking that, is a white man or a China man or something that create this stuff, but you are not the typical person that we would normally think in this time or era that we would think would come up with such great plan. You know what I'm saying? But when they see you, they be like, man, that's an African American. That's an African man. That's a man of color. Like, how did he come up with that? We've been doing this for thousands of years. We've been blessed with such wisdom and such knowledge. And we thank God for having you in our time with this type of knowledge that you're able to make it work for us. And we really appreciate you. And we just want to back you on whatever we can as people and just find out how we can get rid of this world pollution, because pollution in the world with all this plastic, all this waste, it just takes up so much. It makes the earth an ugly place to live in.
Right.
When you go to places like certain countries, they got so much pollution, they cannot even see the ground that they walk on because there's so much pollution. Now, it's become valuable commodity that you can actually turn into something of value. So now, it's no longer trash. Now it's become resources that people can use to power vehicles and things like that. So, we just want to find out how can we just start following you and just help you to just, reach to the place where we can get all these things and turn it into your hands and have it to give it back to the people that is in need. We're not talking about the
exactly. And look, that's exactly what we're doing now, because when this machine, when we get this industrial, it's all over the world in every single country, because Africa gets hit so hard by the plastic waste from us. And we're going everywhere. We're not leaving anybody out. You know what I'm saying? This is for all of Earth and humanity on this one. So, that's what it is, man. Because waste, like you said, like people are literally suffering and diseased by the waste, and that's just what's up, Johnny B on TikTok. So that's just what it is. It's gone too far, and there has to be something done about it. And that's exactly what I'm doing, man. I appreciate your support, man. I got some other people I gotta let in, but
yes, sir.
You stay blessed. God bless, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, guys, we're gonna restart the Instagram live for the last time tonight, because we'll let some more people in here. Last time tonight. You said great stuff. I'm impressed. Thank you, Deflon. All right, let's restart this Instagram live for the last time. Oh, what's up, Matthew? I see your comment there. Oh, you have a CNC machine in Virginia? Okay, yeah, man. All right, Matthew. Yeah, I put my email in the chat. Let's definitely talk there and see what we could get to. What's up, Trinitech on Twitch? He said, "Man's dressed so sharp, could injure an army." I gotta come with it, man. We gotta come with it. Glasses, jacket, shirt, man. You know what it is. All right, let's see if it lets you in this time, Delia. We'll let you in, Gavin, after Delia. What's up, Craig? Hats off to you, sir. Brains like yours change the world. Also, you must be aware of your opposition. They're known for silencing ideas and minds like yours. Much love to you, honesty. Thank you so much, Nate Miles on Facebook. I appreciate you, man. Your words of encouragement there. You definitely got to be aware of the opposition. You got to be aware how to play the game. Did you get any requests there, Delia, to get in here? Because I did accept your invite, but it's not. I don't think it went through again. What is going on in the TikTok live? TikTok got me shadow banned. Yes, you can just ask your question in the chat. That's unfortunate that that's even had to be the case because, yeah. I don't know what Instagram does, but These apps treat me really weird. Like TikTok right now has 9 people in it, and that's complete shadow banning and suppression. TikTok all the time age restricts my live streams and says my live streams are hate speech and stuff. I don't know what the heck goes on with these social medias nowadays, guys. They just don't like this stuff. That's what it is. They don't like education, you know. And then Instagram always goes out. Every time I let so many people in, I had to restart the whole live stream. You know, we always stay grateful, but there are definitely weird things that happen behind the scenes. All right, let me let you in. Gavin. Yeah, right. They don't want people to be to get the knowledge. That's exactly what it is. What's up, man?
Hello.
Hey.
So I got some questions on automation. How are you gonna? Have you thought of using a bigger tank, and if that's a problem with pressure or not?
We are using a bigger tank right now for Mark 4.5, and it doesn't really matter pressure. You just got to do good welds and have the right gaskets and seals for everything.
Yes, sir. No, I work in welding inspection myself, so I'm kind of curious on like if you could use a much higher scale tank with this. If you could just go like imagine what you see on the back of a truck.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, ultimately, a strong weld is, they have these, you know all about it because you're in the industry. So, like, the pressure vessels, like the big boilers and stuff, those are huge tanks. And you have the good welds and they hold up. This machine doesn't even operate under much pressure at all, right? At most, it's 5-10 psi. At most.
Yeah.
So.
See, that's all you. Now, what I'm worried about also is the type of plastic that you put in. Does that have to be regulated?
It doesn't have to be, but for the best results you want it to be.
I see what you mean, for sure. Have you thought about, see, I'm not sure about plastic, but with potato plants, they have laser technology, all this and that.
To scan it, right?
It scan the plastic, sort it out just like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's definitely a later investment because it isn't necessarily necessary and it's very expensive, but on a bigger scale, like let's say, instead of having one humongous machine, we have like a plant that has like 5 machines in series. We could ideally have a machine for every type of plastic. Styrofoam, LDPE, whatever.
From what I understand, this is your first few years in the business. You're really just starting to make your way in this.
Yeah.
Well, that, and I'm glad for you for doing that. It's a big step to take.
Exactly.
Lord,
and thank you.
Good luck on that. Just, so many people have said, I'm sure, the whole you're going to go missing type thing. But, you're really making headway with this.
Thank you.
And I congratulate you on that. But, thanks for your time. You have yourself a good night.
Hey, you as well. Peace.
Peace out.
I did not see your question in the chat, Delia. Did you ask it? Let me scroll up and see if I missed it. Thank you, Celestial Bubbles. I support you, and I think your invention is phenomenal. This will be amazing. Thank you so much. You said they're probably in the live stream right now. Of course they are, guys. Of course they're in these live streams. Of course they watch. And the scariest part, or you could say the freakiest part, is you don't know who in the live stream is actually real. You don't know who in here is actually just, you could say, planted. You don't know. It's not even conspiracy. They literally do this in marketing agencies. They artificially put people in, pay people in for things. They all operate the same. Can I join the live stream and can you stop ignoring the comments? Well, I'm going through the comments right now. I was just trying to see if Delia asked her question because I don't think so though. Okay. We'll let in Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm okay. I just wanted to come on here and say to like the people in the comments, everything works around energy, right? And I understand that we've had like over the years, great people such as yourself, you know, in the light doing great things, and things had happened before. But I just want everybody to be positive because everything works around energy. And as long as we're speaking life into you and speaking life into your invention, I know that you're going to go far. I know it for sure because you have a brain on you. But I just want everybody to be positive about this because we are so, like, as a people, we are so, like, skeptical and, like, spook about things. But as long as we keep a great mind, and obviously you do, you have a great mind, great energy.
Thank you.
And I feel like you're going to go far and just keep up the good work. Like, you are the Messiah in the making. You don't even know. Keep up the good work. Thank you for your patience, your energy with everything.